Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Dicker has all teed up as we get underway. And off we go here on a Thursday night. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, here's the first carry for Marshawn Lloyd. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Here's a screen now for Lloyd. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Now, faking the give. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. It is a big-time play for the Packers. And even 30 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Lloyd. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Throwing now on 3rd and long. A dive.
Wow. Get the fuck out of here.
17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stopped him short. No gain. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate, a fresh set of downs, keep this drive alive.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down. Here's Williams now to throw. That's caught left side by Odunze. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Fuck.
Picked off by their rookie linebacker.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Back to throw here to begin the drive. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
He'll look to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. On the ground, it's Lloyd. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Marshall. Marshawn Lloyd. Touchdown, Packers. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
How's your night going so far?
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30.
Watch that NBA Finals game.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked up by
Fuck, man. I threw it too early.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Green Bay. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0.
Ah, come on, Ace. Chill.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down. A handoff as they try to run.
Oh, that face mask.
And it is forward to the 35. Powerful Rashawn Gary there in run support. They face 2nd down and 7. That's quickly out to Smith. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Throw to the sideline, well done. Good job with the feet, stays it. To throw is Williams. This one complete to Bryant. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and That was a good one there.
Man in motion, heading left. Throwing on second down. Williams. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They send the tight end in motion. Williams to throw on second down. It is brought in the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Chicago.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did.
You like that motherfucking play, cuz? You like that shit?
You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lloyd. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand.
Oh, and now look at this. It's a fake.
The fuck out of here.
Down, short return, and they'll take over there.
Certainly not the most creative way to pick up the 1st down, but, Mike, no less effective. The offense gets to come back and maintain possession, and as the special team unit comes off the field, they did their job.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the right side. He's got Polk.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
2nd and a yard. Back to throw. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second.
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Packers. Moody now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will take a 21-7 lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Downs goes in motion. 3rd and long. Here's Williams. For the sideline, he's got Downs.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. This one caught by Tompkins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there. Now, faking the give. Quick throw, taken in. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Packers Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to Jalen Polk that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Packers have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
They'll go play action here with Williams. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Now a signal, timeout called. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. A play fake. Now Williams. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. And we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half.
Jake Moody to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Throwing is Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
Wow.
And the Packers will have great field position right around midfield.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling.
Come on, that should be a fucking fumble.
Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
If I need your help when you can.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is
Damn it.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Dicker now for the extra point.
Yeah, babe. When do you get me back in this game?
He's got it. And the Bears back within 10. It's now 24-14. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away.
I shared my GoFundMe page with you guys.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. And this will be incomplete.
He's trying to set the tone here for the rest of the game and let this defense know there is not a blade of grass on this field that you don't have to defend, because he reared back and he let that one eat. And he's got to work a little bit on his touch, a little bit on his accuracy, but I don't think he needs to work on his arm strength.
He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck.
Inside the opponent's 35.
We spend a lot of time recognizing and praising the performance of a lot of these skill players, and rightfully so. But, Mike, the blocking and the performance of the big guys up front, that is the reason this offense continues to operate at such a high level. He has all the time in the world to stand there in the pocket and continue to find open targets downfield in the passing game.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Green Bay. On is Moody to add the extra point. It's up
I press fucking square to dive at the quarterback, and it fucking jumps.
This third quarter lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, nigga. Just go, you on the same shit. There ain't gonna pick it.
A tight end in motion now. His drive will start on the ground. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Wow. Are you fucking kidding me?
He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself.
31-14.
I know, bro.
That can't be overstated.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. First down. To throw.
But you only have 3 losses, so it's just an unlucky game.
Through the contact, it's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the second half, they find
that's
oh.
time tonight. He's been
Wow.
intercepted. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive
Ah, you
coordinators.
dumbass.
You got the ball loose. You did everything you want, but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On second down, it's Williams. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball.
Wow. Get the fuck out of here.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure.
When you can't, I need your help.
A ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Finding space inside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Wow.
That is caught. What a throw. Jalen Holt. Touchdown, Packers. Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are going to extend their lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. A safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Dobbs headed in motion. Throwing on second down. Williams. For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked up.
Oh, my God.
You know, Mike, the one thing that we used to say is it didn't matter how good you were or how long you played. Eventually, you were just going to have one of those days. And I think for this quarterback, he's got to be able to move on from this pretty quickly because this is about as bad a day in the office as you can imagine.
Putting the tight end in motion. Here's a screen now for Lloyd.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the...
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw out of the gun. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit, and after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it. I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Back to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. Off play action. Here's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game.
And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by Tyreek Stevenson.
Fuck out of here, bro.
He's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation. Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
He'll drop to throw.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Green Bay. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Extra point up and good from Moody. And the Packers stretch things out even further.
Oh my fucking God, bro.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. First and 10. Williams. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll run it. It's Irving. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll lead to a second down. Here's Williams. And
wow.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. Whoa! They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bears first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Open man downfield is Smith. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. On first down, here's Irving. And he's going to be taken down. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Here's a run. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
So loss of 1 brings up second and goal at the Packers' 2-yard line.
Williams to throw on second down. And he's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Bears. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Get the fuck out of here.
You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be...
Wow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Packers. He's got another one. His second touchdown.
Come on, bitch, let's go, dog.
On is Moody.
You gotta run the score up.
He knocks it through.
You don't want nobody knowing what you call it.
One more onto their big lead. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and we'll come out to the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. That's caught downfield. Dobbs. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Into
Fuck, why'd I do that?
And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The pick six.
Fuck, man.
For the score, Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense.
Like you trying to do a fucking glitch kick.
For them, big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That one knocked away and incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is complete.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out.
Oh my god.
With the importance being placed on yards.
Run the clock out. Don't be a bitch trying to run the score
really
up.
Emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball. So it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
This one, up top for Dobbs.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Here's Williams now to throw.
Oh
and
my.
more of the same. Another interception.
Oh my God.
Entering Cooper.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. Defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. This is going to be caught, so it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick six, but add on a 2-point conversion. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. We'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away.
That's the thing about these onside kicks. They're really unpredictable. You're trying to get the ball to take that big high hop, but it doesn't. It ends up just going through everybody on the recovery team and ends up going out of bounds.
They run out of the gun, and here's Lloyd. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. So, it's a win for the Packers. And it will be a long but happy flight home as they...
Appreciate y'all watching, man. Like, share, subscribe. Really helps with the algorithm, so my video will pop up in people's timelines. 10, 21 in the fourth. I knocked his ass out. 8 fucking picks. I only ran it 9 times. What? Fuck, bro. Appreciate y'all watching. Like, share, and subscribe. I'll be posting my GoFundMe page on the video. So y'all want to share. Appreciate y'all watching. Ooh, new ability unlocked. What did I unlock for them?